Hello, people of St. Luke's Parish. My name is Jim Winings, and I'm currently a seminarian from St. Mary's Seminary. I'm in my final year of school. And if you haven't seen me already at the masses on the weekends or at daily mass doing the readings, I just wanted to take this time to introduce myself. I will be living here for the next year, for my final year of seminary, where I'll be ordained transitional deacon. So there's a permanent diaconate, but there's also a transitional diaconate, which is one kind of step on the path to priesthood. So I'm in my final year of seminary to be ordained a priest, and I'll be assigned here at St. Luke's Parish. So I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and share a little bit about myself with all of you. So a lot of people, one of their first questions when they see a seminarian is, what drew you to this calling to be a priest? And it's a very complicated answer, but I'll try to just share some of the basics about my own personal calling, because the Lord does touch everyone's heart in a different and unique way. So, like most young men, I would think that a lot of people's first stirrings of a vocation might happen in their home parish, which was, for me, where I began to experience church, where I encountered Jesus for the first time in my life, in the people of my home parish, St. Dominic in Shaker Heights. It was a community of loving people. It was something that I wanted to be a part of. I had a sense that what the church was about was making the world a better place. And that experience just continued to deepen through my years in high school and college. I knew the church was something that was important in my life. It was something I wanted to be a part of. But the question of priesthood didn't really enter my mind until a priest. I went to St. Ignatius High School, and there was a priest there, Father Frank Canfield, who one day, he was a man I looked up to a lot, but in front of all my friends, he kind of challenged me, Jim, I think you would make a good priest. And it wasn't something I wanted all of my friends to hear. I was kind of embarrassed about that. What would my friends think? But when he said those words, there was also something that really resonated within me, that I could be a part of carrying on this great tradition of the church and impacting people's lives in the way that this priest had impacted mine. So that was just like the first seed that was planted. I kind of ended up running away from that. Like I said, there was a lot of fear of what my friends and family might think if I were to decide to enter seminary at a young age. So I went off to college. I studied at Loyola University of Chicago. I was an avid runner also, so part of my motivation was to run on the track and cross country team at Loyola, which I did for 4 years. Lost my way a little bit through the college years, but again, it was through going to Mass every weekend, remaining faithful to Mass attendance, that this question of priesthood would kind of rise up in my heart every now and then, because I would look around and just see brokenness in my own life. I would see brokenness just in the world in general, and every time I went to Mass on Sundays, it seemed like Jesus really had the answers to all of these questions that were on my mind and on my heart. And so this thought again kind of continued to creep into my mind. Is this something that I could help bring into the world, and could I dedicate my life to God in service of this, of the church? So after college, I ended up working for 3 years, but that call kind of ended up winning out in my heart, and decided to enter into seminary. And since then, it's just been a road of blessing after blessing. I've kind of discovered that however much you give, God is going to give you back so much more in the love of this wonderful church that we're all a part of. So that's just a little bit about me, my own journey. I'm really excited to be here, to be an ordained minister at your service. I ask if you see me around, please don't hesitate to introduce yourself. I'm excited to start meeting new faces. I'm not the greatest with names, so please be patient with me. I'm really looking forward to to working on getting to know all of you, and to just really dedicating myself to being the best servant I can be for you. So you might also see me running around the streets of Lakewood. I still continue to run, so if you see me on a run or going for a walk, give me a shout out. I'd love to meet you. So thank you all so much. God bless, and I'm again just so excited to be here and a part of this community at St. Luke's.